From that case, as far as I was following the evidence.
And
Or we can ask
and
the
my
brother
lord, the case that they referred to this court to, it's a false case. It does not exist. That's
Okay,
what
fine.
we are trying
Okay,
to establish.
You've heard
with this
me. You've
witness.
heard me.
Yes.
You're fine.
That's what we are clarifying with this witness, my lord, to say that case that Mohane referred this court to, whether it's for Buthelezi and Buthelezi, it's a false case that
Oh.
does not exist.
Okay.
That's what this witness is telling this court.
You never said it's a false case.
It's a false case. It does not exist, my lord.
It may not be just registered. Just educate my brother here, my sister. Do you know whether it exists or not?
There's only one case that exists, is this one.
Registered.
Registered.
That's the
Yes.
word we should use.
Yes.
Not exist, because
Registered.
you can't vouch to the existence of that case.
I'm sorry, my lord. The case that was only
That's
this.
language for you.
But the case cannot exist if it's not registered in the system of the SAPS, my lord.
Oh.
This one that Mohane referred to does not appear anywhere in the system of the
And
SAPS.
consequently doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Fine.
Let's not be shy to say
No,
that.
fine.
Let's not protect the evidence, my lord.
I'm not, please.
It
Wait.
does not exist,
You know
my
what?
lord.
I'm 8 years old, okay?
Yes, my lord.
I'm older than your father.
Yes, my lord. Yes,
And
I
please treat me
understand.
with respect.
I'm
Okay?
treating with respect.
Fine.
But let's
Okay, just go on.
Let's speak the facts, my lord. This case that Mohane referred this court to does not exist. Whether it's difficult to swallow that, but it's the truth that exists in this case.
Hey, Chara, we are back with another video. Uputomncane Khumalo has just stated what we've been saying all along. The case against the 5 men before court is cooked. And when it comes to Bongani Ntanzi, it's even worse. They cooked and made up even cases that do not exist just to make sure that Bongani Ntanzi is sent to prison for life. Just imagine that. That is the state for you. But I'd like you to listen to Uputomncane speaking in court, telling the court ukuthi there was never any case against Ntanzi in Nongoma. Bongani Ntanzi was never a suspect. That is the main thing that came out of Uputomncane. Uputomncane emncane njalo keep your evidence enkulu ayancane. Listen.
Now, Sergeant Mohane testified that he started investigating the Nongoma case 163-10-2018 from January 2020. Do you know anything about that?
No, no, my lord.
Lana ke ufakazi obethula uyena ke uSergeant Mohane ukuthi ke uma ngabe eqala yena ukuphenya ke icala lelo lokaNongoma 16310 of 2018 kwakungo January 2020. Kukhona yini okwaziyo ngaloko? Cha Nkosi yenkantolo.
And Sergeant Mohane and Brigadier Gininda testified that they discovered this Nongoma case 163-10-2018 amongst others of the cases that they said Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi was involved during their profiling of Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi. You understand?
Yes, I do understand.
Bathi ke mabethula ubufakazi babo ke uSergeant Mohane kanye naye ke Brigadier Gininda ukuthi batholeke icala leli lokaNongoma 16310 of 2018 ingesikhathi ke ababefaka ke imininingwane yakhe ke uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi ke noma ke kwisystem yabo ke ila abathola khona icala lelo ngiyakuzwa.
And Sergeant Mohane testified further that the Nongoma case 16310 of 2018 and other alleged cases that Mr. Ntanzi was allegedly involved in were allocated to him for investigation by Brigadier Gininda. Are we on the same page?
Yes, we are on the same page, my lord.
Nokuthi ke uma iqhubeka ke uSergeant Mohane ukuthi ke leli cala leli ke 16310 2018 kanye namanye amacala awayekuwona ke uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi ukuthi ke uBrigadier Gininda wawanikeza yena ukuthi awaphenye ngiyakuzwa.
Now, Lieutenant Colonel, do you have any knowledge of Sergeant Mohane being tasked by Brigadier Gininda to investigate Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi on the Nongoma case 16310-2018 for murder?
I have no idea, my lord. 163 of 10 is not a murder, it's a possession.
Unolwazi yini onalo la khona ke uSergeant Mokhane anikwa ke umyalo uyena uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi ke aphenye icala u16310 2018 elokubulala lakwaNongoma? Cha, anginalo ulwazi Nkosi enkantolo, futhi ke icala leli ke u16310 of 2018 akusilona icala lokubulala kodwa ke ukutholakala nesibhamu kanye nezinhlamvu.
And as the investigating officer, sorry.
I don't know if I can. Furthermore, my lord, there's a system in the police course case administration system.
Yes.
So this case administration system can show that this case has never moved from me up until this finalization. So if Sergeant Mokhane said he wants investigated it, but on the system it doesn't show that.
Futhi ke sinohlelo ke noma intelo ke lapha kuthina ke ezibizwa ngokuthi ke i-case administration system emaphoyiseni yona ke ekhombisayo netshengisayo ke ukuthi ke lelicala ke ngaso sonke isikhathi lale kumina ke alikaze lisuke kumina uma ngabe esho kanjalo ke uSergeant Mokhane, kodwa uma ngabe uyobheka ke kwi-system yethu ke.
There you have it. UPhutomncane has spoken. Bogantanzi was never involved in any Nongoma case. So uBrigadier Gininda, when he came to court, he lied through his teeth when he said Tanzi was being investigated for Nongoma case. The only reason that they mentioned the Nongoma case is because they wanted to keep Tanzi in prison. Docket 375. That's the only reason why Bogantanzi was kept in prison. Remember that if you are arrested, the police must make sure that you appear in court within 48 hours. But with Bogantanzi, that's not the case. Tanzi was kept in prison for a month. And the excuse from Brigadier Gininda why Tanzi angazange awubikele inkantolo ukuthi there were pending cases against him. And now the man that was investigating the Nongoma case has come to court and told us that the only suspect in the Nongoma case, it is Inusilani Mthelisi. He was the only one that was charged and then found guilty for that case. Untanzi, Lucho, nothing. So Ukinindala, he needs to account with, okay, why did you lie to the court? Because now we came to court and said there were cases against Tanzi. That's on its own. It's lying under oath, it's committing perjury, and based on that alone, he should be charged. But my biggest problem is that the judge is trying to protect evidence. As Michelle would say, he's saying no, the police are allowed to consolidate the case. But if they had done so, you would think that the investigator from Nongoma would be consulted so that they can get clarity. And Uputomngane even says that if the case was moved from him to any other investigator, then the system would have shown him, would know, the case now is sitting with Brigadier Gininda or Sergeant Mokhane. But in the Nongoma case, it is not the case, because clearly Gininda is playing games with us here. Gininda, Mokhane, I think they need to be arrested because we are in this mess because of them. And then comes in Umjiako, because now you see Ntanzi was kept in prison because of Nongoma case in order to cook Docket 375. When that did not work properly, they then brought in advocate Umjiako, who was then said to be the lawyer of Bogantanzi. But Bogantanzi insists that I did not appoint Umjiako. And I believe him, because now Umjiako only met Ntanzi once, and that was before he appeared in court on the day of the court sitting. So you'd see that Umjiako was sent by someone, because he says, my lord, Lomutangmas, Kamgapi, where is the appointment letter where it shows Guti I appointed him? Umjiako was brought by the state in order to confuse Bogantanzi. The sole purpose of Umjiako was to get Ntanzi to sign that confession so that Ntanzi would then be used as the one that implicated the rest of the 5 men before court. But we see Umjiako in the first appearance, I think that was in Randburg. Ntanzi raised his hand and said, my lord, angimfundo mail. But the court refused to listen to Bogantanzi because of some reasons unknown to us. So you can see that the state cooked the case from the beginning. A fake Nongoma case, a fake lawyer to be a lawyer for Ntanzi, who Ntanzi told the court that akamfuni, but the court refused to listen to him. So this case against Tanzi, I think, should have been dropped long time ago, because you can see that Gininda is trying his level best to implicate Tanzi, but the witnesses that are coming before court are saying otherwise. You can see that Uputumncane Khumalo comes from the PKTT, and those are some of the good police officers that do not conspire or participate in any illegal police activities like Umukhane and Brigadier Gininda. He comes to court and say, my lord, Tanzi was never a suspect in my case. If Tanzi was a suspect, then he would have been charged or questioned. But Uputumncane says he has never questioned Tanzi. In fact, he said the only accused that he knows in court, it is accused number 5, which is Untuli. Tanzi atengamazi. So uyabona uGininda ukuthi they were playing chess here, but the chess yabo yasho ukuthi hayi bayafunda eChina ama-Hong Kong ayihlangani. Tanzi must be freed. After this testimony of uBhuti omncane, as well as uLeshabane, I think uMokhane, I think he needs to be recalled as a witness to come and account. Maybe this time he's going to tell the truth, because it's clear now that they fabricated evidence against Bongani Tanzi and the rest of the accused before court. Mokhane needs to just come clean and say, Brigadier Gininda, my lord, used me to get evidence from these guys illegally, because it shows now Mokhane was never an investigator in this case. He just found the case number that he thought he could use to keep Tanzi in prison so that they can get a confession and get more information with regards to Docket 75 and so on. But ayihlangani. If Tanzi was the accused or a suspect in the Nongoma case, you'd expect him to be charged or be interviewed by Colonel Khumalo, uBhuti omncane. But Khumalo says, I never spoke to Tanzi, not even once. So Mokhane, I think he's got a lot of explaining, because even the cell phone that was spoken about in court, it's him, Mokhane, again. So about Mokhane, he's got a lot of skeletons there. We were told that Tanzi had a cell phone in prison and it was found by Mokhane. But Ulona, police officers from Velera, they all came to court and said they knew nothing about the cell phone. So Mokhane, how did he know about the cell phone that police officers that were based at the station? So it's clear that Mokhane came to prison with Mabena and planted that cell phone just to implicate Bongani Tanzi. So I believe that the court has the duty to recall Mokhane to come and account more for this case, because I know Brigadier Gininda is going to come back because of the evidence by Gwabini and Makosonke. Remember that Judge said he's going to call all the officers that were involved in the arrest of Gwabini and also taking of statements and so on. So Gininda uzobuya. He's going to come back alongside Maphumulo. Maphumulo is the one that arrested Gwabini when he was sleeping at his hostel. So yes, babuya lapha. Mokhane naye fana buya mpela to come and account for all these shenanigans that occurred under his watch, because now we're told that he investigated the Nongoma case, but in the Nongoma case against Tanzi does not exist. So that is perjury, lying under oath. If that is to be believed, then at the end of this case, I think the police commissioner would need to suspend Brigadier Gininda, Mokhane, and Abu Maphumulo, because it's clear now that the officers that were investigating the Mayo case were all corrupt, allegedly. The only good officers that were involved in this case is Joyce Buthelezi, Makhubo, and I would add in there uLeshabane, because when he came to court, he came across as a good man in uniform. Just that you were not given opportunity to interview the likes of Tumelo Madlala. Remember that uLeshabane said when he was about to go to KZN and get an interview with Tumelo Madlala, he was stopped. He was stopped and was told, yeah, well, don't go there because that witness is about to confess, but I'll confess again, he's going to be interviewed by someone else. But till this day, that confession was not obtained, because vele abafuni ukuthi uTumelo Madlala confess it, because if Tumelo Madlala had confessed, it would implicate Abolongo Twala, Oshata Sibiya, and so on, and many others, and then Dr. 2005 Kabaloyi will fall into tatters. But we shall see. So if you still don't believe ukuthi this case is cooked against the 5-man before court, then angaz. It means there's something wrong in your Madala Obligata or somewhere else. It's clear that the state cooked this case. We can go back from the beginning, from Umapiri, cleaning the crime scene when Senzo had been shot. We go back to Abu Omar Maakeli Kumalo when she pointed out a wrong person by the name of Zamukuhle Mbatha as being the one that was the intruder. And the poor guy was arrested for nothing. He was only arrested because he had dreadlocks. They all thought that because he had dreadlocks, he must have been the killer. The case was cooked. We can even go back to the ballistic. Remember that the bullet jacket that was found on the crime scene was only found on the following day, on the Monday, not on the Sunday, on the initial day when Senzo was shot. They planted that bullet jacket there in order to implicate anyone else except those that were in the house. So this case is cooked from the beginning. And if you don't see that, then your Mandala Obligata or your grey matter or whatever, there is something that needs to be tested and checked by the doctors because clearly this case is cooked. We move on to the confessions. The confessions were cooked because they are not the same. Umunsibiya, talking about abo Makimba, Buteli the brothers, Patuntanzi, Akabasho yena. So if the confession was obtained legally, then it should be the same because they would have been confessing about the same event, but confession about a fan. So that shows that the police cooked that confession. We move over, we leave the confessions and go back to the ballistics. Remember that when Ulo Kadamnu was arrested, his gun was tested by Udlamini as well as the other police officers that I forget his name. And that was in February 2015. They tested his gun and it turns out that it did not match to the gun to the projectile that shot Senzominyo. So Ofu Gininda, suddenly it matches. That shows cooking. Why would it change now? Somebody changed the ballistic because they wanted to implicate Kazam Nube. It's simply straightforward. We move over to the telephone records. They were cooked because we were told that Untanzi had his cell phone in prison, whereas Mapena or Mukhanet were using that phone because they were using Tanzi's phone so that they can say he phoned Mchiako and then say Mchiako was phoned by Ntanzi because they were discussing his trial or his case. But we know that that cell phone was moving all over Pretoria because it was in the hands of the police officers. If it was with Ntanzi, it would have remained around the police station all along. But because it's a cook case, the cell phone was moving all over Pretoria. Shutuma Ben or Mokhane, they were busy doing other cases while they were carrying cell phone. That is cooking. But if you still believe that these guys are guilty, okay, then tell us, okay, why nobody in the house was able to identify them within the first 2 or 3 years. Remember that Uzandi and Abotuan Madlala, they only pointed out Wantanzi in court because they had seen on TV, but prior to that, they were not able to identify Wantanzi or help the sketch artist to draw maybe sketch Wantanzi or Rugal, whoever. No, they were not able to do so. The sketch that was done by Steenkamp, I think the person that was involved, I think it was Umarakel Kumalo, and the drawing was so bad, the state was even ashamed to bring it to court. So it shows that the police cooked this case. They cooked this case. Remember, even Brigadier Gininda, when he submitted the case for, I think it was when the accused were charged, or initially charged, we were told that by Gininda that the gun that shot Senzomiwa is a revolver. That came from Brigadier Gininda. But now comes Mangena, who are being told that Senzo was shot. This palm tour in 9mm, not a revolver now. But the people in the house as well, Abu Zandi, Tumelo, and in the statement, Sika Longotwala, it is said that the gun had a will, meaning it's a revolver. It's not the same gun that was tested by Mangena. So Mangena tested the wrong gun. So there's another cooking by the state. So if you don't believe me, Angaz, believe the evidence.